Hey, what's up everybody? Prospector here with Watcher of Realms. Today we are here to talk about the Skullflame and Brimstone boss, and we're gonna go over the best way to get the top scores on easy, hard, and nightmare. But anyways, without further ado, let's dig in. Okay, so just a little bit about the boss here. Basically, he's going to show up on the map here. He's going to spawn over here, and he's going to summon some monsters coming out over here. So when he's over here, the portals will be on this side, bringing out some enemies, and you have to take care of that side. And then when you're done with that wave of enemies, he's going to teleport to the other side. And then the portals are going to pop up over here as well. So these ones will disappear. He'll go over there. Portals will be over here at this time. So you have to be able to defend both sides. And the boss isn't really that complex, so just pay attention to what we're doing here and I'll explain it the best I can. Okay, all right, so he does have this net here, this Kegel Hall that he's going to shoot out, and that is going to hit your hero with the highest attack. So whoever you have the highest attack on, you have to make sure that somebody is there to be able to take that net out. Piercing damage is going to be, bar none, one of the best things you can bring along. Of course, there's other options as well. But for this, we're going to be using a lot of piercers, okay? As far as his ultimate goes, there's not really much things happening here. If you don't take out the enemies fast enough, if they're using like defenders and stuff like that, which we won't be today. Basically, they can get caught up on your units, and if they get there for too long, he's going to start buffing them and making them stronger and stronger until you can't hold them back anymore. So you do need to take them out in a timely manner. All right, now we have tags that we have to worry about as well here, okay? And you can see what I have selected here. I'm going to go ahead and unselect it and then reselect it again, okay? Basically, you don't have to hit the top score for each difficulty, but in order to do that, if you want to be in that, I hit the top score for this difficulty, you just basically need to select the highest one. So we have reduces the size of the team by 3, which is obvious, and only 5 legendary heroes can be added to the team, so it's restricting your legendary heroes. And then we're going to try to go to the next highest ones, to be like the 50s and the 40s. Okay, so we're going to go down to the 40. That increases monsters HP by 80%. Increases monsters attack by 80%. And don't worry, don't be too scared. I mean, if you're really early, you might struggle a little bit with this, so just take some difficulty down if you have to. Increases monsters movement speed by 50%. Then we have increases monsters magic damage reduction by 90%. This is the one that's going to make it so the piercers are going to be the ones that are going to be dominating this. So normal damage, physical damage is going to be your best bet instead of going with magic damage. Then we also have the Captain Skullflame. It casts skills more frequently. It's going to put us at 47,000. I believe that's as high as we can go. Nope, we can go a little bit higher. Start selecting your 35s. Basically pick one so you can reduce the ground hero's block by 1, because we're not really going to be doing that. Reduces the ground hero's damage by 50%. We can do that. Or reduces the hero's attack by 30%. For most people, you would want to avoid these two right here, because we are going to have a couple of ground unit heroes on the ground. So just be wary of that. All right, so you get your score to 50.5k. And if you go to the leaderboard, to the rankings here, you can see that really depending on what you're going for. So we can see 50.5 is going to be on easy. That's just as high as you can get. You can't get there in any other way. Hard is going to be 153, and the nightmare is going to be 338. Now, going on to nightmare. All right, so we're going to have that clear score of 338, and that's what everybody's going to have. Then we go to the tags here. I'm going to select reduces the size of the team by 4. Only 4 legendary heroes can be added to the team. Reduces ground heroes block by 1. Reduces ground heroes damage by 50%. We have reduces heroes attack by 30%. Increases monsters HP by 100%. Basically the highest ones that you can get before. I think on Nightmare you can actually select all of them, and that's how it ends up being such a high score. But I'm going to go over Nightmare today is what we're going to be shooting for. And you can go with like an Araka, Idril, Nyx, just so you know that if you don't choose Nyx, you can actually go with, let's see, where is he? Theowen. If your gear is strong enough, he has some slows and controls in his kit. He also has these vulnerabilities if you equip his artifact. I went on the sharpshooter's crest here, but yeah, if you have good enough gear where you can get his attack high enough, like 14k, that's not a lot, but if you can get his attack high enough with a Diao Chen or an inspiration unit of any kind, you can definitely use Theowen on that left side, just pointing left, and he'll be able to take care of all those enemies. There might be a little bit of RNG, he might miss one every once in a while, but that's just how it is. And then typically I went with Eliza with him if I went for like a full epic team, plus Diao Chen and Irelis, or plus Diao Chen and Elowen. You just need some kind of rage regen on the team, is going to help you out depending on the difficulty that you're going with. So we're going to go with Araka, Idril, and Nyx just to keep things easy for you guys. Yes, they're high awakenings. Idril's A5, Nyx is also A5, so that makes it a little bit easier for me to showcase, but this is on my normal account, so I'm not actually, I can't really just undo it for you guys in this case. Wrath is going to be E5. Wrath is going to be like a backup. Wrath does do life steal basically during his ultimate, so he basically self heals every time he hits. It's not actually like a life steal, but he restores HP. Anyways, he has this exclusive artifact, and again, really nice gear on these guys. So we're going into Nightmare. That just makes sense. If you're going to push into Nightmare, you have to push really high gear. Idril is a great option here. So that the problem with not having Idril is that you're going to struggle in certain areas. So you could, like, again, you could swap in a Theowen, you could swap in a Brienne. Esme is kind of okay, and like I said before, you can also go with Eliza as another good option. Idril is going to be the best. Most of you are going to have Idril. Irelis and Diao Chen are going to be the hardest ones for you guys to replace or replicate in any kind of other way, but there is options. Okay, so let me pop Diao Chen off so we can see. So if we go over here, you can see you can go with a Dolores. Dolores is an inspiration unit. It actually is very, very, very good inspiration unit. And then if you wanted to swap somebody out for Irelis, there is also other options here. Use any good legendary that you have, a Dasomi, Elowen, any of your really good healers here that have a little bit of inspiration are gonna work. Or if you wanted to go with even like a Leia, would be really nice. You know, I'm not really sure if Autumn would quite cut it. I haven't tried it before. Alright, so I've actually rerun this a couple times, trying to record it over and over, and I realized that there's way too much RNG, so we had to figure something else out besides running with Wrath, and we needed to try to help that out. And my solution was going to be bringing in Theowen, and just giving up and just bringing this boy in. So Theowen is going to be bringing a lot of slows, a decent amount of AoE damage. He also has vulnerabilities coming in from his exclusive artifact if you're going to wear it. I am going to go ahead and just use the sharpshooter crest. Reason being is there's not going to be a lot of enemies right next to him, and also the storm strike Haladi is only going to be doing extra damage to airborne units, and I need it for other things as well. So we're going to go ahead and use the sharpshooter crest instead. You could even use like an Idril's gaze would work as well. A lot of piercing damage you can see here, even though he's outside of the faction. You want to make sure he's outside the faction and Idril's up. Okay, Idril and Nyx are going to be much more important than Theowen. Theowen is just backup and kind of help. So, but you're going to see after this that the way that this is ran is much better than running with our Wrath, where Wrath was causing a lot of issues where he didn't want to cooperate, if you wanted to say. So Nyx here to the left. We're going to put our Diao Chen right here, put her in Song of Sorrow, okay? We're going to put our Idril facing down. Now, go ahead and activate your Nyx right away. We're going to go into this auto cast settings. Diao Chen, Idril, and Theowen, you want to take off auto. The rest of them can be in auto. All right, so go ahead and place your Irelis here facing left to make sure that everybody stays healed up. And then after that, we're going to focus on getting our... Maybe we'll take those guys out. If they don't, go ahead and activate your Idril, but typically I don't activate her very often. So get your Araka out of the field here, right under Diao Chen facing to the right. Remember, she does have that exclusive artifact, so she's going to be able to, after, I think it's 3 times using her ultimate, she'll just stay in her ultimate. Now after you take that first wave down, the boss will eventually swap over to the bottom or the top left instead of being where he's at. But make sure you just, Nyx keeps activating like she's supposed to up here. You can go ahead and place your Theowen here facing downwards. right above Ireless, okay? Now, I'm not going to go ahead and activate Idril right now, but I'm going to kind of keep an eye on these guys, and if I can't quite take them out with just Nyx, I will activate her. Now, here goes Theowen. I'm going to go ahead and activate that. You can see he's going to put a bunch of slows out, and he's going to help take care of these enemies. You don't really have to worry about Idril doing that work. Alright, so now we're swapping to the right side. We have 4 portals. We have 1 in the center, top right, 2 on the bottom right. 2 on the bottom right are going to have waves, and these big tanky guys on whatever those shell turtle things or whatever they are walking on, and they're a little bit more tanky, so you do have to keep an eye on that. The first one you don't really want to use your Theowen on. Araka should be able to take that out. Now the second guy is on the top left of you guys here. We do need to activate Idril to take this guy out, so go ahead and activate your Idril. Otherwise he will walk up into your portals, and you don't want that. Go ahead and activate your Araka again. There you go, that guy's taken care of. Araka's already staying in her ultimate at full uptime. You don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, so now a big wave is going to come up after this top guy here. And sometimes Idril gets there, and sometimes she doesn't. But we do want to start hitting them with his, I think it's called a Storm Strike. Oh, Blade Hurl, sorry. Blade Hurl, you want to get that out there. Start doing a ton of damage. Activate your Idril. Make sure she takes out these enemies. Hit another Blade Strike. Did I say that again? Blade Hurl. What's with the strike? It's stuck in my head here. Anyways, you can see that's much more efficient and less RNG there. Using your Theowen, although these our guys are really well. If you can't quite do this, then you might just have to back it up to the lower difficulty, but the same team will do it. Give myself a little bit better there. Tweak our settings. Alright, so the boss is gonna fire a net in a moment, I think. You go, Nyx, do your job, do your job. Hold on to Idril's ult. There's the net, and you can see that's why I put Idril right there. So when the net hits our Nyx, the highest attack unit on the field, it's gonna go ahead and just wipe that off of her really quickly. Alright, so she's not quite ready yet, but she will be. She will be. Nyx is ready. I'm not gonna worry about using our Idril again. We're just gonna go ahead and use Theowen to take these guys out. Unless one of these guys sneak down over here, which it looks like they might use it, so I'll go ahead and activate her. I take him out. Theowen up at the top right. Get his Blade Hurl out. Take care of those guys. And now his boss is up on this side of the field. So, and the portals are going to swap again. And we kind of got to rinse and repeat. It gets a little bit more difficult each time, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Come on, Idril, take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. There you go. There you go. All right. Alrighty, so here comes another one of the crabby guys. I just like to call them crabby guys. Remember that our block is reduced. That means that our Araka is only going to be blocking one at a time, so that can kind of suck. Go ahead and activate our Idril right now, and we can start going ahead and activating this Blade Hurl as soon as these guys get in range. And we will activate it again as soon as we can, just to try to make sure they get taken care of. Spam it, spam it, spam it. There you go. There we go. So now we're to where the boss is going to come down. Basically, Idril and Nyx are going to activate their ultimates and take them out. And that's it. You made it through. You get to 338,000 points. And that's as high as you're going to be able to get, okay? That is the gist of this map. It's not too bad, guys. It isn't too bad. It is kind of nice that it's not too difficult. But at the same time, I think it would be kind of nice if, you know, we had something that's almost impossible in these events. You know, I don't know. Maybe something would be impossible. At the higher difficulties, at least. But it is a pretty cool map. I appreciate the effort that they put in there for this kind of stuff. Now, onto the shop here. So what are we looking at? We have that mech core that's going to be for your Akira, and it's probably something you're going to want to pick up. Everybody's going to want to pick that up. The chat bubble is something that's only going to come around like once, so you're going to want to pick it up unless they rerun this event again, and you'll have another chance to get that chat bubble, or if something else happens here. And then we have another avatar border, which is actually a really cool one. This has like the steampunk / sea vibe going on. I want to pick those up. I'm a big fan of picking up these, I guess, cosmetics, if you would. They kind of show some prestige on your account when you go ahead and buy them. So go ahead and pick that up as well. As for priorities after that, probably summons for the most of you guys. I would pick up these ancient summoning crystal shards and try to get as many as you can. And then after that, it's kind of up to you. It really is. It really is up to you. Maybe a legendary skill crystal, your recasting hammer, whatever you like the most. Some diamonds. You need to even push summons even further. But anyways, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And make sure you check out war.prospector.gg. Join our Discord as well. There's plenty of people in there. They're very chatty. They're very talkative. We always post the promo codes in there as well. Speaking of which, I should bring that promo code up for you. And I'm going to do that right now. Let's get our promo code on the screen. I always put them on the Discord whenever I am aware that they are a thing. So as you can see, you join Prospector's dig site and you can come down here to Prospector. We have Smile and One stuff, announcement stuff, promo codes, video releases, and giveaways whenever those actually happen. So make sure you join the Discord. Unfilled 001. Unfilled 001, 300 diamonds, and 2 huge stamina pots. Anyways, guys, that's all I have. I've been the Prospector. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, keep digging.